I think it is working. I hear you guys. I see you guys, and it all looks very pretty. So let's just get this party going. We just wrapped up our sixth clan war in WTL Code S against the Platinum Heroes. I thought it was a very fun battle. Well done, guys. Another win. We stay perfect. We stay undefeated. Last week, we didn't manage to do an interview because obviously we had the ESL Masters to worry about against Berserker Esports. So we're going to kind of touch upon those games briefly as well. We're going to kick things off today with the man who started it for us, and that is Reynor. Reynor got a 2-0 over Goblin. I felt that those games were pretty close, especially that second game, Reynor. What do you have to say about your two matches versus Goblin today?
Were they close? I don't know about that, Kevin. But yeah, I mean, I felt the all-in, but I still, I don't know, I still felt confident after I felt the all-in. I felt like I had a decent macro behind it. It wasn't like super committed. Obviously, I was behind, but I wasn't really scared. And game one, I don't know. I didn't feel much close from my point of view, but maybe I.
No, the
Yeah,
first
at
game.
some point I over pushed with the Hydras, but then I was like, okay, I can just make Vipers and the game is over.
Mm-hmm. Now, in the first game, you obviously looked good, but there was, I think, a very close moment against the two Disruptors with your Hydras in the center, on the Royal.
Oh, yeah, I was watching it and you said, I don't think this is all skill. There's some luck involved. What do you mean by that? I know the limits. What are you trying to say? I stepped forward and I clicked on this Raptor. What's lucky about that? Actually, unbelievable. Trying to sell a storyline here.
I mean, if that was Serral, mate, and someone with 97 points in the WTL rankings,
shut up.
I believe
I knew
it,
this was coming.
Have you seen your new ranking?
I have. I don't want to comment on it. I will let them do their thing. They can lower it as much as they want. But yeah, the results will speak for themselves. I don't have to comment on it.
I love that attitude. Do you know that song though? It's like, how low can we go? How low can we go? No, you don't know it?
No, I don't know it.
Oh, you don't want to know it. All right. Now, overall, obviously, good job. And I thought it was a strong showing against Goblin. It was very fun. Let's go over to Yona then, who made the second appearance for us today. Yona, you went up against DNS, someone that you've been battling for a very long time in the European scene throughout the years. DNS is a man with his ups and downs. I felt that he played a pretty strong best of two. What did you make of the games?
Yeah, I think he did pretty well there. I feel like, I don't know, the starts, like even the second game, I thought I had a pretty good start, but for some reason at the same time, didn't feel too good. I didn't get my creep out the nature of the games, so I kind of had hard time pushing him, which was kind of my plan. I always kind of had to go to my plan B after I was like, I attacked, but then I was like, this is not gonna work, so I went for a plan B. So it was a bit indecisive play by my side, but he did a good job. I think the second game could have been lost if he hit before the lurkers maybe, but yeah, in general, just after I got the defensive setup up in both games and kind of forced the late game, obviously I was comfortable in that position.
Well, you have a perfect record so far for us. You had only 2 O's in WTL Code A, and now in the regular season of Code S, you're 13-0. So obviously we're very proud of you, Yona. Keep it up. Trigger, you were the last one for us. Obviously the clan war was already over at that point. I think you played against a man that you're also very familiar with, right? Same region. You guys have been going up against each other for quite some time. How were the thoughts overall coming into the best of two versus Vindicta, and did the games play out in a way you expected them to play out?
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty confident going in. I have a pretty good record against him. Yeah, I mean, I even in the second game, I kind of knew he was going to go for some kind of quick push because I saw like the tank very quickly. But I wasn't sure if he was maybe going Banshee, so I had the Stalkers at home. And if the Stalkers were just like waiting right outside the ramp and just start picking him off as soon as he moves out, I think that could have been a lot easier. But yeah, it was a nasty build.
It's obviously hard as Protoss as well, where the second map is often going to be Babylon. Do you think it's harder for a Protoss in this format, or do you think that every race has their proper weak maps and that doesn't really matter?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty... I mean, I'm not entirely sure because I don't play the other races, but it is tough for Protoss. Honestly, I don't hate Babylon that much because like it's very predictable usually what the Terran's going to try to do there. I really don't like Royal Blood actually, just because the macro game, it's like really hard to take forest space on that map. So I wasn't too unhappy with Babylon. I just got a little bit caught off guard to this build.
Right. Obviously, last week I did not have the chance to talk to you guys, but Reynor, you snapped the streak last week at 2-0 versus Papi. Now, I wasn't there, so I still have a hard time believing that it happened. But yeah, then again, you snap it again today. So, are we starting a new streak? Are the 50% days over, mate?
Are the 50% days over? I don't know. We'll see. But I figured I'm only playing against TOS. I think I only played against TOS this season in the Codes. It's kind of annoying. I want to play against another race as well. It's getting boring. But against Papi, I don't exactly remember the game. I think they were kind of smooth.
Okay. Well, maybe next week, as we have Invictus Gaming, but they do have max set, so I don't know, with a bit of luck, you run into max set.
Yeah, 15th PvZ in a row. Nice.
You don't dislike the matchup, though, right? You're okay with it.
No, I don't dislike it, but just to change things up a little bit.
All right. Yona, last week you played your best of 2 against Battle B on a Thursday, I believe, to make sure that you wouldn't have any other obligations on the Sunday. How did you experience those games? Did it play out the way that you expected it to go?
Yeah, I would say so. It was pretty comfortable games. Yeah, just did my thing and it worked out. I don't think I didn't have to do really anything special there. I did feel like the first series I had against him in the group stage was way closer than this one, but I guess it's just the roaches doing the work.
All right. And Trigger, do you recall anything that you would like to share from your matches against Berserk Esports from last week?
There's not much to it. I think in the first game he probably could have won with the DTs, but he got supply blocked or something, and I got the observer out in time, so that's kind of lucky. But I think the second game went pretty well, and not much else to say.
So far, guys, we're absolutely crushing 6-0. Obviously, all of you guys were very confident entering the season, and when we qualified, that was obviously just the beginning. We wanted to do well in Codes. Reynor, 6 weeks in, are we incredibly pleased with how everything is going?
I mean, yeah, like so far we're winning every match, so it's good. I think personally I could be doing better, but other than that, I'm proud of my teammates and I'm proud of the team in general. I think we're doing great and we're gonna keep doing great.
Yona, this streak not ending anytime soon, either your personal streak or our streak as a team?
Well, I'd have to see the opponents we are facing to make a perfect analysis, but I think we can get the full no loses season going. So I mean that's what we're going for, and I'm pretty comfortable we can do that. But obviously there are still hard ones left.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on-site's gonna be very hard at some point, but I think we should be able to take it.
Yep. Onsite and Basilisk are at the moment the only 2 undefeated teams in the regular season, and according to the schedule, we're going to play them on the absolute last day of the season now. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves and be like, oh, we could still be undefeated, because there's a long way to go, but that could obviously be kind of epic down the line. Trigger, I assume that you're also very happy with how everything is going so far, and are you enjoying the WTL journey overall as a team?
Yeah, I'm just glad to be here, and yeah, I really think our team's going to do well. I think we played a lot of the harder teams already, like DKZ and Abydos, and Onsite hasn't played those teams yet, so I think we have a pretty good start, at least, to the season. So, yeah, I'm pretty confident.
I mean, we have plenty of very fun games to look forward to as a team. Next up is Invictus Gaming, maybe one of the easier opponents on paper, but we still have Team Liquid, we still have Shopify Rebellion, and then potentially on the final day of the season, we've got Onsite, and obviously all of those games are going to be cool. Are you guys maybe somewhat concerned that it's going to be hard to still have a lot of focus on WTL now that kind of the tournament season is coming back, right? We've got DreamHack Masters Young Shopping coming up. We've got Home Story Cup coming up as well, so that means that we won't always be at home. We'll be traveling a little bit. Reynor, you think that's going to have an impact on us, or do you think we'll just continue trucking on?
No, I think if anything, it's nicer because obviously you're gonna be practicing more in general, and I feel like you're gonna be more ready for every single match during tournament season. The only thing that's a little bit annoying is that you have to schedule all of your vacations and travels around WTL, but that's to be expected. But yeah, not really. I don't think it's gonna be a big issue.
Yona, are you excited for the tournament season and WTL at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's gonna be any issue when it comes to that stuff. Usually, I mean, it's like one best of 3 a week, so usually it's not gonna be overcrowded because of it also or anything. So just excited for the LAN events to begin as well, and I think we can maintain the World Team League results while playing the offlines very easily. Well, comfortably at least.
Same point of view for you, Trigger, or is this something you'd like to add?
No, I think it should be fine. I don't know exactly my travel plans yet. Like, we haven't sorted that out completely. But I mean, worst case scenario, I can probably play the match beforehand if I have to. So it should be fine.
Or it's time for the big man to step in once if it's not possible.
I'm down. Yeah.
Then don't make sure that you're casting though, if that's okay.
Yeah, I'll cast. Why not? I'll hype you up.
I love it. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go because I don't have too much time before it's time to hop into a big Brain Bouts. So I'd actually, as last thing, unless you guys have anything else you want to add to WTL, but I think we kind of covered it. Trigger, you looking forward to our big Brain Bouts tonight? Your teammate is playing in the main event.
Wait. Who's playing?
It's Reynor against Hero Marine at 9 p.m. today, my time, that is.
Oh yeah, my bad.
You think Yona
I
is
forgot.
playing in that? He's
Oh,
gonna show
Yona
up
has
once,
played. No, Yona's
once every
played.
5 years, play a match, call it a day.
Oh, Yona has played. Yona has played.
I played it twice already, at least.
Twice. Oh my god.
Oh, you played more than twice. You played like once before, no?
No, I played more than at least 3 times, no? Maybe not. I'm not sure, no. I don't remember anymore.
Alright, you guys are hijacking Trigger's question.
No, I already forgot what the question was, honestly.
Are you looking
Oh, yeah,
forward
it
to
was
Reynor against Gabe?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't usually watch matches outside of Protoss, but maybe I'll stop by. It sounds like a pretty exciting match, so.
I think it should be a good one. What do you think, Yona? Is Reynor gonna make us proud one more time today, or was this all he had for a Friday?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure. I think he's probably gonna take it, but I do feel like maybe he used like 70% of his team
Shut up.
Steam already.
Reynor, feeling good about tonight?
Yeah, I'll clap Gabe. Do 3-1.
All right, big words there, big words. All right, guys, that's all I really wanted from you guys. I'm obviously very happy with how it's going. So I'll give all of you guys a final opportunity to get some words in before I let you enjoy your Friday. Reynor, why don't you go first?
Thank you guys so much for watching. It's always fun, and yeah, stay tuned for the big Brain Bouts later. I'll have a nice showing, I think. But yeah, stay tuned for our next matches. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much.
Yona, last week you said you were going to take a little break, get outside, enjoy your coffee, explore the great outdoors a little. Was it fun?
Well, it was 2 weeks ago, but I mean, I did take 36 hours of a break, so it was enjoyable, and I did feel like there was it was necessary for me to take a little bit time off, because when you are at home, you are in front of PC, even if you think you're not gonna play, you kind of always end up being on the PC at least a little bit. So it's a nice change.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I definitely think it worked out looking at ESL Master performance. Any final words about today's broadcast?
Well, what?
Or today's performance, today's match? Anything you want to say to the people that are watching?
Well, I'll do the thanks to BASILISK as usual for everything, and thanks to the fans as well.
Okay. That's perfect, mate. That's all we want. Trigger, any final words for today?
Yeah, thanks for cheering us on, and hopefully we will do even better in the coming weeks. So yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys again by the time it's time for us to take on Invictus Gaming in Codes. Bye, guys. Have a lovely Friday and have a great weekend.
Bye-bye. See you guys.
Bye-bye.